we are all packed up and ready to head to CJSW for our live session today on Off the Map with Kay. Tune in to catch us.
You're shy, I'm judgmental, but they say opposites attract.
All right, welcome back to CJSW 90.9 FM, your Calgary campus community radio station and the number one university radio station in all the nation. Yes, Canada, I'm talking about you. We're number one because we have the best listeners in the world. It is true. It is true. This is Off the Map with me, your host, Kay Walters. Thank you so much for tuning in. Got 19 minutes left in the show. You guys were just serenaded probably for the past 20 minutes, 25 minutes by local indie pop duo Midnite Gossip. They came in and they crushed it. Thank you so much for everybody who's been texting in and all the feedback. These guys were phenomenal and saying to a lot of people via the text, this is local talent. That's crazy. Calgary has some incredible talent, and it's always great when they get a chance to showcase this talent or broadcast this talent on the show or any of the CJSW shows that, you know, we have this incredible radio station where we can bring in artists. I know other shows have other artists who are performing this week and the past weeks, whatnot, but it's so cool to bring in these artists and let them perform live in our studio space, which is kind of cool. And we do have state-of-the-art technology over here, which is kind of neat. So, but it's always nice to bring them in and let them play live for you guys. And Midnite Gossip just crushed it. So Nikki and Michael, thank you so much for that. You guys were phenomenal.
Thank you so much. That was such a blast. It was definitely a fun time.
Well, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. So let's kind of go back in the past just a little bit, if we can. We'll go back to 2023. How would you sum up Midnite's Gossip year in 2023? Which is just a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, no, it's
weird saying that, but
it was it kind of went by in a flash. We did a lot, and we don't even know how we did it. Like it just kind of happened.
Was it a blur?
Yeah, it's a bit of a blur.
We played a festival. We played at the BMO Center also for the Tattoo Festival and did a lot of radio stuff.
Released a music video.
Yeah, we released a self-directed music video, and we've been recording and producing new material. And yeah, that's kind of the year in a nutshell, I guess. And just a lot of meeting cool people, connecting with different bands, different acts, different talents, different industry people, radio people, and making healthy connections and, you know, friendships, I would say.
Yeah. A lot of fans that turned into friends, that's for sure, over the last year.
So you've been busy.
Yeah.
It sounds like you've been a little busy. But it's nice that you guys have always just been, I know just chatting with you guys, I think we talked, was it June or July? It's like a little bit of a blur, I'm not going to lie.
I think it was May.
Yeah, end of May.
Might have been May,
yeah.
It's like May too. And you guys are just telling me how much you're just working on and you're doing, and it's nice to see that you're kind of just being proactive and keep on doing stuff, and you're never bored. You're never... I don't say you're content, you know, when you're releasing stuff, you guys are just following up with the next thing of like, what do we do next? What do we do next? What do we do next? And you're just not being content with just releasing stuff or projects or, you know, anything. You're just making sure you're doing something else and kind of just fulfilling, you know, that itch to get content out there. If that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, I know we've got like a 3 to 5 year plan already laid out in front of us, and, you know, things can always change, but we have a very creative relationship where we're always just strategizing and envisioning and you know, making plans for what's next.
If you guys are not putting stuff out there, do you guys feel like you're kind of, I don't want to say failing, but kind of like not being productive or letting yourself down by not getting content out there, whether it's music or songs or doing shows or just...
Yeah, because we don't oversaturate ourselves with a lot of shows. We kind of actually, for a local band, don't play many. It's more we just kind of strategize or wait for the opportunities to come while we're seeking them at the same time for what best fits us and the kind of show we want to put on. And for releasing, we have so much songs that we're so close to being ready to release, but we're just quite not there yet. So we're fine-tuning them. But then we're learning that those deadlines, we set them. Like, nobody's putting pressure on us. So that was actually a good thing for us to learn, that it's okay to breathe, focus, do what's best for the release, and then get it out there. And it'll be better in the end because you can't force things to work. So we're just learning that tempo of things, just letting things happen organically.
And I think even to that point, allowing our music to breathe and settle in, you know, like, I mean, we released our original track, Streetlights, in December, and we came on your show in May, you know, and it was like that song needed some breathing room for it to kind of settle in with people. And, you know, there's this, you have to release songs every 4 weeks kind of thing on Spotify. And we're just like, you know, we're not tied to anything like that. It's, you know, we always do what's best for the song and releasing with what's best for us, you know, on a, you know, mentally, physically, and a well-being aspect as well too, because that kind of schedule it kind of makes music more of a chore than something that's fun and exciting for us to do.
Yeah, you're kind of beholden to yourselves and what you guys believe, which I kind of like.
Yeah.
This might be a tricky question to ask you guys, but I gotta ask you guys this question. What was the ultimate highlight for you guys in 2023?
I mean, there were so many.
Probably the festival.
Playing satellite music at our festival. Like, we got to play on the same stage as like Loon, which is like Lights, DJ Alias, and we're huge Lights fans. Like, we were at a Lights show in February last year, and we were like, we want to open for Lights, and like literally
A few months later
we were, and it was just like we manifested that, you know. And then we got to play with like Felix Cartel, and which is, you know, he's such a huge DJ, and like Ruby Waters, who's like opening up for like City and Color now. Like, we were just like, we couldn't believe we were on such an incredible lineup with so many like incredible Canadian artists.
Yeah.
And just getting to play a music festival. I'm such a music festival junkie, so it fulfilled that dream for me.
First festival of many. There you go.
Yes.
There you go. What about you, Michael? What was like a highlight for you?
Releasing the remix, because I actually did the remix of Streetlights, and we released that in June.
Yeah, June 21st.
21st. So releasing that, and then later on making the music video for that. We directed it ourselves, and I edited it and
filmed it in my living room.
So that was a highlight, just seeing that come together, both sonically and visually, because we're audiovisual artists, and just anytime we can bridge those two worlds. I mean, you even asked us last time we were here when we're going to release a music video. So now we've fulfilled that one thing that we hadn't done yet. So yeah, so that was a big one for me, just going full circle with that one track. Like, I'm remixing it and I'm making a music video for it. It was kind of cool for me to be able to do those things.
Nice. All right, so let's put the crystal ball on the table, this imaginary crystal ball. What's Midnite Gossip's goals and plans for 2024?
Right now we've got our next single that we're working on. So hopefully in the next month or so we can release that. Excited about that one. We're working on an EP, and then we'll do like an EP release show. We've just been applying for a ton of music festivals. That is, we have a lot of visuals and stuff that go with our music. So getting to play on those big stages with like lighting and sound and visuals and getting to do that stuff. So I know Mickey's been busy applying for tons of festivals.
Yeah, festival season's coming up. I tell people start applying in January and February, because festivals are like through the summer. You got to apply early, because a lot of these festivals, their deadlines kind of close really early, which is kind of weird. So you got to get on that really quickly if you want to. But that's kind of cool though. Yeah. What about you, Michael? Like, what are you hoping for 2024 for Midnite Gossip? Yeah,
I'm really excited for the new single, and we have a music video planned for that I'm going to direct as well. And that single is going to be part of our first EP, and we're going to do a trilogy of EPs. So I'm looking forward for those all to come out in order, and for people to kind of see the story happen from like one chapter to the next. So
okay. I like that.
3 to 5 year plan,
yeah. Guys, keeping yourself busy. I like that. What are some things that you guys have learned in 2023 that you would like to apply to this year in 2024?
I mean, I think, I kind of said earlier, but I think it's just like taking a beat and just, really trusting our gut as to when to release music, and not being, pulled by like, oh, we have to do this or we have to do that because, industry says this or this, and just really trusting our guts about stuff, because that's truly been what was successful, I believe, for us in 2023. And I think just continuing to just really trust what we do, and we have a pretty good circle of people to get feedback from, and a good little community that we're building. And I think just for us, building more community and a bigger fan base, and just getting out there more.
Yeah, and I think one I'm still working on is prioritizing rest and giving yourself that time to like recharge, because creativity, people don't realize it takes a lot of physical and mental and spiritual energy. And just if you're always just trying to create something under the stress of, or the pressure of what you think people want from you, you're going to spread yourself too thin. So it's good to give yourself that moment to just recharge and rest, and not force things. Like if one song's not working or you just can't figure it out, put it on the back burner and work on a different one. And sometimes that's where the magic is. Like the lightning in the bottle might be waiting for you in your peripherals. So you just sometimes have to like pause, breathe, and try again. So
I like that.
and hydrate. Everybody drink some water right now.
Yeah.
You mentioned, and you mentioned a great point, is finding that balance. So
Yeah.
It's kind of like that work-life balance, even like in our professional lives as well, finding that work-life balance
Yeah.
and just finding a little bit of time for to have, and you kind of sit back and spending that as well. And what's kind of cool with you guys with Midnite Gossip, what I noticed is the reception, seeing people kind of discovering who you are. The more shows that you do, the more stuff that you're releasing. I know you post a lot of stuff on social media as well, and just the content you're putting out there and people kind of gravitating towards that. It's kind of a nice build-up in a sense, if that makes sense. Like people
it's like putting we are very much like a vibe, right? And it's putting out that kind of frequency to magnetize people and not just shoving our music down people's throats. Like everything we've done so far has been organic. And to me, that's just this. It's really validating that we are growing this fan base, and there is people being like magnetized to what we're doing without having to.
I like that you say that too, because there's a lot of people who release stuff and they expect it to blow up and expect to get like the 30, 40, 50,000 spins on Spotify. They'll be playing all these shows. Like I've dealt with so many artists who come in with that mentality. Yeah. It's just like, it's not like that. It's kind of it's a race, but it's a slow process. It's like a marathon, right?
Yeah.
You're not going to run out of the gates and expend all your energy right away. It's like a marathon. You got to just run your race and just take your time. You'll get there to the end. You just got to be really methodical how you go across this journey. A lot of people I find are not like that. A lot of artists, I was saying that to you guys last year, a lot of people are just kind of like, they want the instant gratification. They want the instant results. And it's just like, you're not going to get that. And most artists don't get that.
Yeah, I think, and for us too, it's that slow burn. And, you think of like in a business sense, startups take 2 to 5, 3 to 5 years to build, to make a profit, to do all that kind of stuff. And we're still a business, being an artist is still a business. And it's like kind of putting that entrepreneurial perspective on what we're doing and allowing it to be what it is now, and building and making sure that we are making connections with people, because it doesn't matter if we have 50,000 streams on Spotify, which we don't. Just putting it out there, not yet. But it doesn't matter if you have that and you don't have fans. The whole point of being an artist is fulfilling this artist archetype, and for that you need listeners and fans and an audience. And I think a lot of people think streams are everything, and it's not. It's I want to be able to fill a room with people that love what we do. That's what's more important to me than metrics, right?
Yeah. Well, if you want to fill a room with people who want to see what you're doing or want to check you on Spotify, where can people find out your music? Where can they find you on the social medias?
Yeah, so if you go to your Google machine and type in Midnite Gossip, and that's Midnite spelled MIDNITE, you will find everything. We're on Spotify, Instagram, YouTube,
Facebook.
Apple Music, Facebook, pretty much everywhere. And all those links are also on our website, midnitegossip.com. And yes, keep your eyes open, because we will be announcing single releases. We will be announcing our festival dates when we get booked. And we want to see you there and connect with you. So please find us.
Absolutely. Definitely check them out. Thank you so much for being here. I have a feeling you guys will be back on Off the Map probably sometime this year, because you are releasing.
We would love it.
Well, we'd love to have you back when you're releasing new stuff. Let me know.
Yeah.
We'll probably do something in the summer or maybe in the fall or winter. I don't want to bring you back again next week, but we'll bring you back.
We would come back next week. Totally.
Well, Liz Christensen would be upset about that, but I don't want to hamper on her time. But no, when you guys will definitely be back in the fall. I'm thinking fall, maybe
that'd be
winter
great.
time. We'll bring you back and talk about what you guys have done in 2024.
Sure.
Coming up next, we have Simulation Soiree with Gabby, and then from 4 to 6, we have Mental Illness with DJ Cosm. Shout out to Cam, by the way, Cam Seafree, I believe.
Yes,
he
bravo,
is
Cam.
the sound engineer. Shout out to Cam for just making you guys sound amazing. He's awesome, and thank you for sacrificing your Sunday afternoon to help out Off the Map. You are the best. So thanks, Cam. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful Sunday. Have a wonderful week wherever you are. Clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose. One of my favorite sayings from, of course, Friday Night Lights, but it's true. Let's be kind to each other. Let's enjoy the little things in life. As I say to each other, just there's so much anger and hurt and frustration in this world. Let's just find the little things in life, and let's find those little moments so we can enjoy each other's time and company, and just find a moment to smile if we can, man. And let's be kind to each other. I'm going to leave you for one final track. This is a track by London Grammar called Night Call. This is what I'm familiar with. So take care, guys, and I will see you next week. All the best, and adios.
CJSW 90.9 FM in Calgary helps you find your happy place.
Yeah.